We got an Adams Family cameo and a game of Pop Goes the Weasel. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, Geek Variants. We are talking about Chainsaw Man episode 9. And this one was a doozy, especially if you remember how it last went down. Something special. So definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button so you go check out the last video and come back to this video if you haven't already. But this one gets interesting. So, slight recap. So Himeno went down scrapping after the entire team, all the special divisions were basically set up for an assassination style hit. You've seen bullets flying, bodies dropping, and it's just like, what's going on? Uh, but Himeno sacrificed, herself seemingly to get the job done with the Ghost Devil, which didn't go to plan. Bam, freaking some kind of snake demon thing came through and chomped the head off. She's completely done. She was trying to save Aki. Denji was already jacked up. Just what's going on. So, getting into this episode, we find out how everything went down with everybody on the train. Um, we actually see the Adams Family cameo. You see some, with the ghost hand walking around like thing, and before it finishes, like I don't know if it was the ghost devil itself or was it the influence of Himeno that got it to pull Denji's ripcord, and bam, Chainsaw Man is up and moving, and we got the face off between Chainsaw Man and Sword Face. I think he's Katana Man is his actual name. So I don't know if they said it or not, but trying to get all that stuff figured out. So they're scrapping off. Like this is what we wanted to get down to. This is they're getting down to brass tacks about who's the superior bladed demon at this point. Um, After going back and forth, we see that Denji is not able to keep up due to Chainsaw Man kind of being a one note, like I'm gonna come at you, while Katana Man is more calculating, and he's just like, I don't care about who you got hostage, I'm just gonna take you out, and he proceeds to take both of them out, slicing them in half, and it's like, all right, we got what we came for. We finna take this body freaking back to where we need to, because they got the job done. So him and old Snake Girl and the henchman, they're headed out. In the process of this, we see that Makima is not dead, not by a long shot. She got up like just as cool and casual as she could be. Saw the people that did what happened and stuff like that, and just like, I'm finna handle this. And later on, you just see holes in bodies, like one gaping hole, like a 50 caliber round just blast through. Um, the entry point is usually this big, the exit point is usually this big. Now that whole thing was just a big open wound, just big black hole. And it's fantastic because now I'm trying to figure out like what her powers are, what's going on. Again, I haven't read the manga, so really trying to know what's going on and how her powers work. This is where I'm getting more insight. So I'm excited because I love Makima. And she's got some people with her, Kuros and Tendo, that she showed up to have a meeting with. Meeting's canceled, and she's got to get certain things in order to get things done. And I'm not sure what exactly she needed, but she needed like 30 bodies and like a sky high temple to get some work done. And the process is they're getting Denji into the van, and the bad guy's trying to get him out of there. As the guy don't feel right, and that's where we get Pop Goes the Weasel starts going off. He gets freaking squished instantly. I'm just like, what just happened? I'm hyped as hell. As bodies start dropping. And it's like every time they see one of the crows or ravens, whichever one it is, it's a black bird, it's around, they start getting squished. And I'm not sure what she's doing and how she's setting this up. But come to find out, she needs the elevation to get it done. I guess to be higher up so she could see more things or spread stuff out, whatever. But she started taking out all the henchmen, like left and right, and she just started, having the guys say the name. These have got 30 guys on life sentences, like they are dead, like they are not getting out anytime soon. So she's like, okay, well they can afford to die for the cause. Say the name is like they die, and it causes a squish reaction to whoever's name they said. So it just goes in freaking tandem as she's just going down the line. Say the name, kill over dead, squish. Say the name, kill over dead, squish, and so on and so forth. So she took out as many as she can. And she's like, all right, I need to get back to Tokyo because she figured they're after Denji. Why are they after Denji? Again, don't know. But uh, part of him is needed for assuming the Gun Devil to do whatever he needs to do. So, process is out of nowhere, we see Kobeni. Like, so let's be honest. Kobeni was pissing me off. Like, I was like, what are you doing? She is freaking out. She's whatever. Don't know what contract she has. Anything. But, she was not keeping it together. And don't get me wrong, it's understandable from her point. Like, she's new to this. She's not with this. Like, she's trying to figure this out. But when that fight or flight kicked in, so at that, so when we see her in, Arai, I believe it was Arai with that, get shot at, he took the bullet for her to save her. And in the process of that, she quickly, again, fight or flight kicked in. She rushed over, took out the freaking grandma that shot at them, and then she got a hold of the radio and she made her way to the site where they were trying to get Denji. Now everybody else has been squished as they were trying to run away and stuff, and you see Kobeni come in and straight up take on. These are two demons, and she goes to take them on. Now one's not in demon form, and the other one uses demon. Like you see her flick her hand, like it looks like her fingernails came off, and looks like the back end, the tail of the snake came out to try and crush Kobeni, and she did her thing. Just like no demon form, no demon contract activated, nothing. She just got up and went to work with that pistol, like straight up. She was not playing around. I got to give props to Kobeni. Like I give props to my freaking, granted my son, I think has, read the manga or whatever case may be, but he was like, why you shitting on Kobeni and so at that. And yes, I come back around freaking, karma was right. And he let me know that Kobeni has some moves in her and she sure showed me. So all my negative about Kobeni and stuff like that, she has redeemed herself so far. So she has redeemed herself. So I'm with it. I want to see what else she got, because if this is just her moving and doing what she needs to do without using her contract, as far as I know, then she could prove to be very formidable and come into her own. Once she gets seasoned, she get a little salt on her collar. She'd be able to get a lot of stuff done and probably not freak out as much. So either way, I'm hyped. But she came in with the save and she apologized for trying to murder Denji, and she was very emotional and stuff like that. But again, that can be, sometimes it's seen as weakness, but if you learn to use it, you can use it as a strength. And that again, she uses it as a strength, that fight or flight. Like she had to get a job done, and she got a job done. So shout out to her. We see at the end, Madoka, he survived the hit. So apparently, most of the humans that were in 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the special division were killed, or the ones that weren't devils, or I guess had contracts, whatever, they were killed. But he decides to resign, and everything now is being pulled. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all being pulled together into Special Division 4, and Makima is going to run that division herself, I guess, with all collected resources. So her team just, thinned out a little bit, but I guess, like I said, it lost a couple humans, but it gained more devils, so to speak, if most of the devils are the ones that survived, or whoever has devil contracts. So it should get real interesting from here on out. She should, probably be rounding out her squad and getting ready to do some damage. So that's where we left off. Denji is still cut in half. Don't know if they're going to get to him. It's Chainsaw Man, so he's got to survive some type of way. But Kobeni may sacrifice some blood to kind of get him going, or they may get us to halves and because he's still in demon form, so he's all right, I guess, as long as he's still in demon form. And he should be able to pull through, and we'll see what happens next episode. But this is a great 2-part cliffhanger to kind of get us like hyped up to see what's going on and actually showcase skills of some other characters. Again, Makima, Kobeni, to really let them, have their moment to shine. So that's all for this episode. I really, Really hyped to see this. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I have no speculation right now or any idea. We just need to find out how the division is going to fold together and who else is going to be in this division now. What powers they have is what I'm curious about. But it's back to hunting the Gun Devil and stuff. So again, we are going to see how this really turns out. So again, hit that subscribe button so that make sure that you are here for the next episode, and we are going to have a lot of speculation in the comments as soon as Brent gets on, because he was not able to be here for this. So once he watches it, find him in the comments. He's going to talk about everything he wants to talk about. So that's all I got. I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.